toward a plain-looking young woman who had been squeezed into a puce-coloured dress and matching turban, and who was speaking to one of Lord Grandley's more awkward younger sons.
"Yoo-hoo! Daphne!"
Miss Daphne Richmond jerked her head toward her mother, whispered something to the man beside her, then scurried to them. She would have appeared less ridiculous were her gown not festooned with many ribbons, as if the modiste had decided to charge for the dress by the amount used in a single square foot. Lady Richmond glided her hand toward Cornelius in an elegant motion. "Lord Chichester, I am delighted to present my daughter, the lovely, artistic—" Daphne's pale eyebrows shot up at that particular adjective, and Lady Richmond gave her a stern look. "Miss Daphne Richmond," Lady Richmond finished triumphantly. Cornelius bowed politely as Miss Daphne Richmond sank into an obligatory curtsy. "I was informing the Viscount about the new painting Papa purchased," Lady Richmond said. "Have you seen it?" Daphne shook her head and glanced toward Mr. Grandley. "I am not very Lady Richmond coughed noisily, even though she had not coughed or made use of her handkerchief a single time in Cornelius's conversation with her. Daphne's face pinkened. "It's in Papa's library." "What an odd place to put the painting, as if your father has any interest in art." This time, Lady Richmond's cheeks adopted a deeper cranberry shade. "My husband does not share my daughter's exquisite artistic sensibilities." Cornelius nodded his head politely. "Well, we must visit my husband's library," Lady Richmond declared. "It is essential." "Is it?" Daphne asked. "The painting is by Julius. He's the most famous rising artist in London. Moreover, he's expensive. In fact, I should invite more people to view it with me." Lady Richmond addressed the partygoers, raising her alto voice. "There will be a painting viewing in the library." Some people filed behind them, and Cornelius followed Lady Richmond and her daughter into the library. Lady Richmond lit a candle and instructed Daphne to ignite more. Golden light flickered across overstuffed red armchairs. The walls were painted a pale green, and leather-bound books glimmered from a set of bookcases on one side of the room. The rest of the room was devoted to paintings, and it occurred to Cornelius that the books might have only been placed there to fulfill the function of a library. Lady Richmond's eyebrows furrowed together. "Where is the painting? I believe that wasn't there before." Daphne pointed at some fabric draped over a painting opposite a comfortable-looking armchair. "Heavens! Why is the painting covered?" Lady Richmond fluttered a hand over her chest.
"I can venture a guess,"
one man said, and his wife elbowed him. Lady Richmond's cheeks reddened, and her jaw tensed. This was not the first time Cornelius had been in a man's quarters. There was one reason men kept their paintings covered, but it was hardly gentlemanly to discuss it. "I don't need to see the painting," Cornelius said. "Nonsense," Lady Richmond said. "You will see the painting, and dearest Daphne will explain it to you." A nervous expression fluttered over Daphne's face, as if she was trying to recall all at once the art history lessons taught at her finishing school. "You'll be most entertained," Lady Richmond announced, with the enthusiasm of a teacher instructing skeptical students on the joys of mastering Latin declensions. Cornelius had the horrible feeling he might be entertained, but that Lady Richmond might not be. "Actually, I rather feel like dancing." Cornelius turned to Daphne. "Perhaps you would care to dance with me?" She nodded hastily, evidently eager to leave the library.
"Just show the painting," another man said. "I'm curious."
"Perhaps it's a naughty painting," the man beside him said, "since it's behind a curtain." Lady Richmond's lower lip trembled.